Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Yo, LumioseStation, what is going on? It is NumbNexus here, bringing you guys a sleek and clean Showdown live. What's it? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. I think we're on Ocho Lacha. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I built a very bulky offensive team. Now we're going to be learning and talking about bulky offensive teams because I did use a bulky offensive team already later on, but or earlier on, but a lot of people were questioning in the comments saying, yo dude, you have not much attackers, what's up? Basically, I built the bulky offensive team and I couldn't really explain it well, so here's how it goes. I have 2 attackers and the rest is all bulky attackers. I have the Jirachi, which is a bulky attacker, but it has no investment into it whatsoever. It's just a bulky Jirachi. Yep, bulky Jirachi. We got Mega Scizor here. Mega Scizor, as you can see, is destructively defensive. This is base 100 for regular Scizor. Pretty sure Mega Scizor's got like... let's check. Pretty sure Mega Scizor's got like 140. Yeah, Mega Scizor has got 140. That is whoppingly crazy. Oh my lord. He can at least, I am almost positive he can take at least 1 fire punch. I'm not confident on that yet. I haven't done the calcs, nor have I tested it out, but that's a bulky offensive team. It's just a bunch of bulky Pokemon that can also do the attacking. But you'd be surprised. I have these 2 attackers, all out attackers. It's more of a bulky team than I have 2 attackers. You could say more bulky because my Thundurus is Life Orb, and you might be wondering, how is that bulky? It has the Regenerator, so it can still take a hit. Thundurus is pretty much bulky on its own. It's got base 80 defense, base 90 special defense, so his special defense is decent. He can take at least 2 Thunderbolts from I don't know. I know he could take 2 Thunderbolts from Rotom Cut, but that's defensive. 2 Thunderbolts or 4 or few Volt Switches, yeah, a few Volt Switches from Rotom defensive. I don't know about offensive. Offensive, he can take like 1 or 2. Really just does the bulk on his own. I did have it before where he could take more when I had an HP investment, and I split it up in HP investment and special attack investment, but I completely changed that up. And then I have a Scarf Rotom just because for initiative I need a really fast Pokemon's initiative. Volt U-turn. Volt turn is really just, I'm probably going to be explaining that in my next episode, but Volt turn is with Volt Switch and U-turning Pokemon that a bunch of Pokemon have. And I guess you could consider this team Volt U-turn because I have 2 Pokemon with U-turn, 1 with Volt Switch. I was going to have U-turn on my Jirachi, but then I changed that. And we got defensive Chansey, defensive standard Gliscor, and that is really it. So bulky offensive again is Pokemon that are defensive but can also do damage. Like Gliscor, for example, is a very physically defensive Pokemon, but look at his attack, it's not bad, and without a 226 is nothing to be shy about. EQ does good damage to Venusaur and other Pokemon that it's super effective against, and at the same time it walls them. So bulky offense again is Pokemon that can take a bunch of hits but at the same time do damage. Another great example would be Slowbro. Slowbro can take a bunch of hits and dish out a lot of damage. Gosh golly, as well as Jirachi. Jirachi can take hits because the base 100 stat for everything. It's only green here because I have it maxed out here, and lower here because I have a minus here, but otherwise it would all been this color right here. But basically Jirachi is got 236, which is higher than Gliscor, so Body Slam is really good to paralyze it and just flinching it. It's basically the douchebag of this generation, or of every generation that it's been in. And we got the Scizor, really is super bulky as you can see from the investment, and his attack is already high enough without max attack, so that is definitely crazy. And as you can see, if we remove the 240 and max it out, it gets to 359, so that is something that we do not flex on. And basically, yeah, you don't mess around with 300 base attack. Chansey is not a bulky attacker, it's mainly just a wall, but the Sideling Toss with the 100% 100 hit point does do a lot of damage. And these 2 are just mainly attackers, and these are bulky attackers, and that's really it. So hopefully you learned something about bulky attackers and bulky offensive teams. It's more of a bulky defensive team, but at the same time they can dish out damage, so let's look for a battle, see how it goes. The only bad part about bulky teams is it ends up being a little bit stally, and that is where things start to go downhill. And yeah, this guy's got quite the bulky team himself. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bulky Pokemon. Excadrill can be bulky if he wants to be, and I am honestly not confident on us winning the battle. But it's not winning the battle, it's learning the concept and learning how to use it. Now, it also is with team favor, but the biggest threat, honestly, that I see right now is the Clefable, the Mega Medicham. I definitely do not want to deal with those guys. These are just big threats. There are also a bunch of nuisances, but we're not going to deal with that. So we're going to lead off with our Rotom because I'm pretty confident he's going to lead off with the Magnezone as he does. We have two options here. We could just Hydro or Volt. Magnezone is quite bulky on its own, so I rather would Volt. I'd feel a lot safer Volting, but he might just predict that and go out into Excadrill, but I don't really fear that. So I'm actually just going to play the safe Volt as he does just stay in. We now have the option now to just go out into our... I would not want to go out to our Steel types because usually carry Hidden Power Fires. We can go out to Chansey here. So he does just going for the Hidden Power. So as you can see, he does the Hidden Power Grass, and I definitely don't want to deal with that. He might go for the Substitute here, but then again, I don't want to mess around with that, so we're going to go for the Seismic Toss. As he ends up going for the Toxic, now a questionable play there. I was going to go for the Toxic myself, but better play it safe than never. I'm going to go for the Aromatherapy now. I should have that timer up. I don't know why I did not. On this new computer, I am accessible to a bunch of new themes. So as you can see, that Magnezone is in a freaking electrical ball. Wow, that is an electrical ball. But the Thunderbolt does do absolutely nothing to us, as I am really questioning this man's well-being as to why he's staying in. He just toxics us I can't say it. Poisons us again. There we go. I don't know why. I can just go for Aromatherapy again. I guess he wanted to predict that, play it really safe. The Mega Medicham is here. It's a ginormous threat. The Ice Punch or High Jump Kick is coming our way, but we do have a physical wall to handle it one-on-one. He just goes for the Fake Out. That was a crit, so that still did respectable damage. I'm gonna go for the Protect here if he wants to go for the High Jump Kick or the Ice Punch. But he does go for the Ice Punch, and I actually, first off, that name is the truth right there. This is the best Mega Pokemon right now. But I don't want to deal with that, so I'm actually going to go out into my Rotom Wash to take the incoming Ice Punch, as even from a Rotom Wash, we don't take that well. I could Trick, but we can't Trick Megas, so what I want to do is go for the Hydro Pump. Hopefully we don't miss, get damage off, and if we die, we die. That's basically it, because this thing is a huge threat, and we really cannot work around it. It honestly is a big threat. He lives at 13%. And gets a crit. So right now this little guy is getting a bunch of crits. Now the plan is just to go out to our Scizor, Mega Evolve, and go for the Bullet Punch, rather U-turn. It is super common that Magnezone is coming our way, but again, it's much safer to play safe than to just over predict. As you can see, he does just sack it off. I don't know why he sacked it off. I have yet to accomplish. I can't talk today. I really can't. The night before school and I can't talk today. But he brings out the Rotom Wash here. Now I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably just gonna Will-O-Wisp. So what I can do is let myself get Will-O-Wisp and just go for the U-turn. But he goes for the Hydro Pump. Does more damage than I expected. As I'm gonna go for the U-turn, he's definitely offensive. So I can just come out to my Rachi here. I know he's locked into that now. And I can proceed to go for the Body Slam. I do fear him going out to his Magnezone, but he doesn't want to take advantage that he has a Magnezone chilling right there. As I'm just going to go for the Wish here. I know that I can take another Hydro Pump, so I'm just going to go for the Wish there. Go for the Body Slam here now, and that should be a nice checkmate. So as you can see, bulky attackers take hits really well. They take hits super well, as you can see. And I'm just swallowing these hits. You could say that I'm eating them up. But no, I'm really taking these hits really well from his team, and his team seems to have a bunch of strong hitters. So my lord, so we're just gonna wait for him to do. As you guys now realize the power of bulky attackers, I don't know why he came out to this guy. As you're gonna see, watch guys, watch. He's gonna go for the Fire Blast. We're gonna take it and go for the Iron Head and get some work done. We do outspeed. And he goes for the Flamethrower, and as you can see, we took that. Now, an offensive Jirachi probably might not have taken that as well, but might have still taken it. And that's basically it. As he comes up to the Magna Zone here, we didn't get that well of a damage on it, and he does have the Magnet Pull, which is an ability that traps in steel types. It's like Arena Trap, but it traps in the steel types. Now, I am almost positive we outspeed, and I don't think a Thunderbolt will kill us. So both of our stab moves with this, all I can keep doing is going for Iron Head, and hopefully try and get the flinch on this guy. That is really what this Jirachi is made to do. And that's what Jirachi is supposed to do. You could call it hacks, but Jirachi is the hacks god. As he does get a crit, that ends up mattering a lot because I am specially defensive. I could have taken that hit, as it did end up mattering a lot, so it's really unfortunate. I'm just going to come on to the Tornadus T here, because that T for tennis, green tennis, as we're going to proceed to just go for the I would go for the Air Slash, but I don't know if it kills from that range. I don't want to reveal to him that I have the Heat Wave yet. But we have no other option to, so might as well just go for that. He does have a Clefable still, so it's a big threat. But I'm pretty confident that we can handle his team as long as his Excadrill does not have the Air Balloon. I feel like he might be a Choice Banded Excadrill. You might be laughing at that. It actually used to be a thing at its time, but I don't think it's a thing anymore. I don't think it's a thing anymore. But he comes out to this big threat. I'm just gonna go for the Air Slash, cause YOLO, and it died. So as you can see, you might be wondering, wow, I said wow. You might be wondering why Tornadus T is a bulky attacker. It's got some decent natural bulk on its own. It's a decent natural bulk on its own, and it has regenerators. So as you can see, it's an ability that heals you up by 33%. I think it's 33%. I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna come up to the Glass Squirtle, take the hits, but I'm almost positive it's 33%. I think it is. I really do think it is. But I take that Rock Slide. Okay, I was just really confused. I didn't know if it was 33%. So I didn't know that, but we're gonna go for the EQ here. And we pretty much have this game in the bag as long as it doesn't flinch us, and if we get flinched, it's going to be really unfortunate. But we are able to knock out the Excadrill, and now all he has left is the Alakazam. And I know it's not the Mega, he's probably the obnoxious Focus Sash set, which he seems to be. Pretty sure that we can take one Psychic. If he's Life Orb, no, we're dead. No, we're dead. We are bulky, but I'm pretty sure that we die. Oh no, we live. Okay, I think he was actually Focus Sash. All right. But that is good game. We can sack off our Gliscor here and proceed to come out to the Mega Scizor and just go for the Bullet Punch. So that seems to be good game to our opponent, Reliant. Yep, Reliant. That is good game. Showdown glitches making him bigger instead of Mega Evolution. That is good game. Look at that. That is amazing. But that is a good game. Our opponent was pretty high, so that was a good game. If you guys learned a little thing or two about bulky attackers, please make sure to build your own bulky sets. I know a bunch of people use my teams and a bunch of people tweet that at me. I don't really mind, but I really would encourage you guys to build your own teams. It's much more fun and you feel a lot better winning with your own team's hard blood, sweat, and tear and work. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, check out the other stuff at LumioStation, and I will catch you guys later.